Hi everyone, and welcome to your 15-minute flow on my YouTube channel to stretch out your lower body. A lot of us have really tight hamstrings, quads, hips, glutes, hip flexors. We'll keep the list going due to sometimes our lack of activity because we do too much or we do too little, or we're trying to maintain that balance and we just forget to stretch along the way. So today's practice is going to really help you stretch out your lower body, and hopefully your legs will feel much better once this class is over. For those of you that are new to yoga, welcome. And for those of you that have been using my channel for a long time, thanks for joining. All right, guys, we're going to start today in downward facing dog. So I want you to go ahead and step your feet back. Gaze to your toes, press down through both hands as you reach your hips up and back, lengthen through your tailbone. Good. Soften your head, neck, and shoulders. Lift up through your glutes and then exhale, breathe out. Nice. I want you to gently and slowly exhale, lower the knees. Give me a hip circle to the right, so massage the pelvis. Good. One more to the right, massage the pelvis. And then exhale, push back, hips to heels, child's pose. Good. Round the spine, cat. Drop the stomach, lift the heart into high arm cobra, just meaning arms are straight. Good. Tuck your toes under here, lift your quads, hang like a hammock, and then lift up and back, down dog. Walk your hands back, find your feet. Good. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees a lot, rest your stomach on your thighs, and then roll up to stand. Nice and slow. Sweep your arms up high, big breath in. Fold forward, exhale, hands to toes. Lengthen halfway, long spine. Good, exhale, fold. Walk your hands out, down dog. Exhale, push back through your hips. You might be lengthening your feet further away from you than the first time. Exhale, breathe out. Lower your knees. Walk your hands forward a little bit more. Left side, okay? Make a big circle. One more time, make a big circle. Beautiful. Exhale, push your hips back to your heels, child's pose. And then we round our spine, cat. We send our pelvis down. We push down through straight arms. We come up through straight arm cobra. Tuck your toes if you can. Lift your quads. 3, like a hammock. 2. Good. Exhale, lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog again. Right leg rises, bend your knee, roll your hip open. Good. Step to the outside of your right hand slowly. Feel the opening through the hips as you lower the left knee. Good. Breath in, pull your heart forward. Notice how my right knee bends forward slowly. Good. Exhale from there, step back, down dog. Let's go left side, reach it up. Bend your knee, roll your hip open, stretch back. And if you're tight already, this will feel like a lot. Good. Straighten the legs, step to the outside of your left hand, pause, and then right knee comes down. Pull your chest through. Good. Hold and breathe. Now, instead of stepping back, take a pivot with me to your right, wide-legged forward fold. Breath out as you fold. I want you to release your head down. Good. Hang heavy here. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. We're going to turn our right toes out first, so towards the back of the mat, sink down. Left toes rise up, moving into your variation of Skandasana. If you can, extend out through the right arm. Raise your left arm. 3. Good. Reach up. 2. Exhale through center. Same thing other side. You might not be able to go as low. That's okay. Turn the left toes out. Sink down. Good. Option to stay here or full range with me. Left hand, right arm. 3. Broaden and open. 2. And then exhale through center. Wide-legged. Forward bend. Release your head down. Good. From there, I want you to inhale, lengthen. We're going to pivot to frame our back right foot. Step your left foot over to the left for pyramid, and then walk your hands out. Use blocks if you need to, as far as you can. Drop down. Welcoming this right hamstring here directly for this deep stretch. And then you're going to take another inhale. Hold the stretch. Left leg is going to pop up real quickly. Bend your knee, open your hip, just like we did in down dog, and now glide the right hand up. Grab your foot. Kick your foot into your hand as you drop your face towards your shin, lift higher. And if you can't grab the foot, guys, guess what? World's not over. Instead, just bend the knee, let the hip open on its own instead of holding on to it. Good. Release right hand, release left foot. We're going to pivot through center so that we can do the same thing on the other side. Pyramid pose. Step the right foot up and over to the right. Your feet are in a shorter stance than they would be for a warrior 2 or a warrior 1, so make sure your feet are shorter. And then exhale, fold. I like to walk my hands out to get a little bit more extension. Good. 3, 2, and then on 1, we look forward. We walk our hands out. Use blocks if you want. Again, right leg rises, bend the knee, let the hip roll open, stay here. Or if you have the space, left hand's going to glide up as you grab your foot. 3. So I'm working to kick my knee to the sky as I bow down over my leg. 2. Good. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, hand down. This time, step together at the top of your mat. Fold forward. Malasana, which is your deep yogi squat. Widen your feet. Go ahead and plop a block, even if you have room under your butt or a pillow, or if you don't want one at all, no biggie. But I just want you to push with your knees and your elbows, drive them away from each other. Elevate your heart. 3. Keep pushing down with your feet. Lift your chest for me. 2. Good. And then exhale, fold forward. Turn your toes forward and go ahead and move your block out of the way. Good. Breathe out as you fold. Step back to high plank, one foot and then the other. Exhale, lower the knees. Back to the hip circles on the right. Ready? Right, left, center. One more time. Right, left, center. Reverse, left, right, center. One more. Left, right, center. Push back. Hold the deep stretch. Child's pose. Beautiful. And then tabletop, hands and knees. I'm going to turn towards you for this pose. I want you to kick out through your right leg. Ground your foot, and now walk your hands towards your right leg. And now push your hips backwards. So I'm actually pushing my left heel against the wall behind me, and then I'm going to push back into almost like a single leg child's pose with a slight twist to my right with a straight right leg. Notice my right toes are down. Good. Find that stretch and opening in your groin. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. I'm actually going to ride the bike after this, so it'll be interesting to see if my body, left leg extends. Good. Walk your hands towards it. Feels any different getting on the bike with a nice, warm, stretched out lower body. Good. Hold 3. And again, I can push all the way back. It just does not hurt. It feels good. If you can't go this far, don't. Only do what feels best for you. Beautiful. Exhale, come back to center. And now here we go into your crowd favorite frog pose. Widen your knees as wide as you can. Turn your toes out so you'll see knee, ankle, and then my toes are turned out. I'm going to do that on either side, okay? From there, you start to melt down to the earth. Exhale, stay here, or maybe you can use a block. You can put a block. I'm going to go second height right underneath my ribs and kind of rest my belly like that so that my head can hang heavy. Notice if you feel similar sensation here in your hips, making sure your hips are not behind your knees, but if you were to look left to right, your hips are in line with your kneecaps, okay? You're here for 3. If we had a longer practice, we'd be here for a solid minute or 2. So remember, hit pause and feel free to do that if you want to. And then on your next breath, we're going to inhale, straighten the arms only. Hold it. Still very intense stretch going on. Bring your blocks out of the way as you shimmy your knees back together, one and then the other. Good. Let your knees touch as you gently sit back on your heels. Relax your shoulders. Good. I'm going to pivot back to the front of the mat. You're going to press into the top of your shins. You're going to lean back. Can you lift your kneecaps? 3. Good. 2. Some of you might have your kneecaps up here. I cannot demo that. And 1. Lovely.
Cross your shins from behind. Sit. Beautiful. Legs out as wide as your yoga mat, so about 3 feet apart. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, dive forward between your feet. Just bow down as much as you can. Soften your head. Not only do you feel the opening in the low back, but you feel it maybe all along the spine as you've started to soften the lower part of the posterior chain, your lower body, your legs, which is the focus of today's flow. But you also might feel this in your low back. Good. On your next breath in, rise up. Exhale, booty scooches forward as knees bend, and then we softly lie down onto the spine. Arms come out to the sides as we start to move our bodies from the left to the right by just windshield wipering one knee at a time, moving it from side to side. Feeling the sensation in our quads. Drop your knees right, hold. And then exhale your hands over your head. Good. And then knees to the center, go to the left, hold. Exhale, breathe out as you feel this deep stretch in your hip flexors. And again, maybe you showed up really tight. Maybe you're needing to create some space or even bring more awareness to your legs. Bring it back to center slowly. Exhale, bring your knees in, and then gently extend your feet all the way up. Good. Bring your arms up. Feed your feet into your hands. Happy baby pose. Rock left and right. So let my knee tap the mat. Let my knee tap the mat. And do that one more time. Each side, right and left. Beautiful. And then feet together. Bend your knees to the sides as I'm doing now. Pull your face up towards your feet. Deep stretch through your groin. 4. Tuck your chin. Stretch, stretch, stretch. 2. And 1. Exhale, release. And then give me Supta Baddha Konasana for 3 breaths. So feet together, knees apart. Hands to your low belly. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. One more time, inhale. Exhale to let it go. And then stretch your legs all the way out slowly, one and then the other. Feel free to reach your arms over your head as well, lengthen. Good, open mouth, sigh. And bring your right knee deeply to your chest, give it a giant squeeze. Exhale, extend your leg up, hold above or below the knee, or for my bendy friends, peace sign fingers to big toe. Pull the leg towards you. 3. Good. 2. 1. Exhale, switch. Give your right knee a little hug. Switch to the left leg. First, we stretch and hold. So Ekapada Apanasana, single leg, wind relieving pose. And then exhale, peace fingers to big toe, extend the leg. Standing, it's called Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, supine variation on your back. Good, pull it in. You can also just call it a hamstring stretch, and that works great. Left knee comes to chest, right knee joins. Massage your back by drawing circles. 3. 2. Circle to the other side. One more movement here on your back. 3. 2. Last circle. 1. Good. Exhale, big rock to seated. Rock back and up. Good. And then pivot, pivot, pivot. Forward facing. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, gather your hands to your heart for me as we close our eyes together. Send your energy into your hips, into your legs, out your toes. Find the freedom of movement. Let's bow forward. Namaste. And thank you for choosing this short and sweet practice for your lower body. I hope your muscles feel better. And if you have If you ever have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or comment below. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you later.